I have been using the Sony A7 IV, like right now I'm using it, to shoot all of my content for last few years, from client works, brand works, YouTube, Instagram reels, everything on Sony A7 IV. But when Sony launched the all-new Sony A7 V, I was not asking if it's better, because obviously it is, it's newer. But is it that good to upgrade from A7 IV to A7 V? I mean, if you are a Sony A7 IV user, should you upgrade to A7 V? Or if you are looking for your first full frame camera, should you go for the new one, the shinier A7 V, or the Sony A7 IV still makes sense in 2026? In this video, I'll try to compare them side by side and share my experience, which are things I liked on the Sony A7 V, and share my thoughts which one you should buy if you are looking for your new camera. So let's find out. Starting with the design, there's honestly isn't much difference between the two cameras. The body, grip, the buttons layout, all are almost identical. So if you are coming from a Sony A7 IV, you will feel right at home. The biggest change is the new display. I genuinely didn't expect a screen can make this much difference. But after shooting with the Sony A7 V, it's hard to go back. When it comes to image quality, both cameras are excellent. The Sony A7 IV already delivers beautiful colors, excellent dynamic range, and files that are incredibly easy to work with. But the Sony A7 V features a new partially stacked sensor that reads data much more faster. That means you can shoot up to 30 frames per second compared to 10 fps on the A7 IV. The Sony A7 IV can shoot up to 4K 60 fps but with 1.5 times crop. The Sony A7 V fixes that by offering a 4K 60 fps in full frame, and if you want slow motion, it can also shoot in 4K 120 fps with 1.5 times crop. Okay, so now the big question. If you should upgrade to Sony A7 V or not. Let me be very clear. If you shoot a lot of content with your camera, I mean if you are shooting a lot of events, photography, videography, weddings, YouTube videos, documentaries, you will love everything about the Sony A7 V. The display alone makes shooting a lot more convenient, and everything we complained about Sony A7 IV over these years are fixed and upgraded on the Sony A7 V. One major upgrade is the dual base ISO. The first base, while shooting S-Log3 on both of these cameras, the first base ISO is 800. But the second base ISO on the Sony A7 IV is 3200. But on this one, it's 8000. So shooting in low light, side by side, the A7 V is going to perform way better and produce cleaner footage at low light. But that being said, the Sony A7 IV is far from outdated. You can create amazing looking photos, videos, any type of content you want to create with the Sony A7 IV. So simply put, if you have the budget, go for the Sony A7 V because it is the latest one and it's a really good camera. But if you are tight on your budget, go with the A7 IV, save some money and invest that money on a good piece of glass. Lens basically. And before ending the video, I wanted to share something with you guys. You know, I'm a tech nerd. I love everything about tech. That's why I love to compare these cameras, the phone cameras, everything side by side and nitpick between the specs on paper. This is upgraded, this is not, it's missing, it's here, it's a new feature, it's the old feature is gone. But apart from this, I don't want to say the cliche line, but that's actually the truth. Gear doesn't matter. I mean, yes, I'm shooting this on a full frame. I have a full frame camera here. I have plenty of lights all around me. Why I'm saying gear doesn't matter? Gear obviously matters. But what matters more is what you create with it. If you are shooting with a Hasselblad but shooting bad photos, it's still a bad photo just shot on a really good camera. But if you are telling a really good story, if you are really creating a piece of art, you are creating a good photo or a video with a really small or tiny camera or a retro old camera, no one really cares. No one cares about your gear. Everyone cares about what you create with it, what art you produce, what piece of story you are telling. That's what matters end of the day. Your gear is just a piece of tool that helps you to create your art or tell better stories. So as a tech nerd, I'll always compare the spec sheet. I'll always read the spec sheet and compare them side by side. But let's also focus on creating better photos, better videos, telling better stories, because that's what matters. So yeah, this is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed and not bored. So yeah, if you guys have any question about Sony A7 IV, A7 V or anything related to my channel, do let me know in the comment section down below. See you guys in the next one. Till then, tada.